What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another WWE SmackDown full show results and thoughts coming you guys' way. I'm Unstoppable Denominator, bringing you guys SmackDown. So we're under blue lights for SmackDown, and tonight I will be going live for my reactions here on this channel and my main YouTube channel called the Unstoppable Reaction Channels. So you guys do not want to miss it. If you guys love watching wrestling and want to see reactions, especially when it comes to the tribal combat, stay tuned because I have a lot of votes. You guys had voted 40 votes, saying 88% of you guys said yes, and 13% of you guys said no. So the 13% the people are gonna get the yes. You're gonna get the live. So, anyways, Unstoppable Squad, let's get in this results for you guys. Start time for SmackDown Live is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Match by match, highlights and results from the show will take place on this very channel. Excuse me. Feel free to leave any comments in the section below. And if I missed anything. Tonight's SmackDown is set to feature LA Knight taking on Sheamus in a preview of the upcoming SummerSlam Battle Royale. WWE has also promoted various segments for tonight's show. Jey Uso making an appearance to promote his SummerSlam main event with Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman presenting the history of the tribal combat, along with Solo Sikoa. Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Charlotte Flair all appearing before their Triple Threat Women's Championship at SummerSlam. It should be interesting to see how things play out on tonight's show. SmackDown begins with our very own best, L.A. Knight. Yeah! His entrance to a monster pop, as we all expect, as Michael Cole references the amusedness crowd support from L.A. Knight has rightfully been receiving. So, also, I'll be reporting this later today. In a bit after the show, I'm going to be reporting that LA Knight was told Vince or told WWE to fire him if he don't get the popularity. So, anyways, LA Knight enters the ring and grabs a mic as the crowd chants his name. Knight referenced the SummerSlam Battle Royal. He calls the current field a group of stooges. LA Knight calls Sheamus a pasty goof. Who does it all? I forgot who made fun of Sheamus back then. Was it John Cena? I can't remember. Who's done it all? And tonight there will be one more thing to add to his resume. Getting beat by LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight versus Sheamus. Our opening match begins with Sheamus hitting a knee strike to huge boos from the crowd. Sheamus plays to the crowd booing and hits a shoulder tackle. The two lock up and Sheamus hits another shoulder tackle before LA Knight pops up and hits a back elbow strike to a huge pop. LA Knight ducks under a lariat, and LA Knight hits a running crossbody to send both wrestlers over the top rope. Various wrestlers in the upcoming Battle Royal make their way out to the ring as Sheamus gets back in the ring and goes for the 10 beats of the Brodon. But LA Knight breaks free and gets Sheamus on the apron. Sheamus grabs LA Knight and hits the white noise on the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. We go commercial break. Our opening match continues live with Sheamus having LA Knight and Chinlock on the mat. LA Knight gets his feet and breaks free of the hold. Sheamus goes for a slam, but LA Knight counters with a inverted DDT. Sheamus and LA Knight trade punches before LA Knight hits a big power slam. LA Knight hits his signature elbow drop and picks Sheamus up and plants him with a facebuster. Knight covers for a 2 count. LA Knight goes for the BFT, but Sheamus counters with a roll up for 2. Sheamus puts LA Knight on his shoulders and climbs up top, and Sheamus hits a white noise from the middle rope. Sheamus covers LA Knight, kicks out at 2. Sheamus locks LA Knight into the Texas Cloverleaf, but LA Knight is able to crawl to the bottom rope to force the break. Sheamus climbs to the top rope, but LA Knight leaps to the top rope to meet him, but cannot stick the landing. LA Knight climbs back up, but Sheamus and LA Knight both slip and fall to the outside. That was Botchamania. Botchamania. LA Knight, okay, blah, blah, blah. As you'd expect, a brawl breaks out between all the wrestlers at ringside because someone attacked. All started out because of Austin Theory attacked Escobar, or whatever his name is. The Miz hits a big boot and taunts the crowd before Sheamus grabs him and hits Miz with a 10 beats of the Brodon. Off this distraction, LA Knight gets a roll up for 2. Sheamus gets up and hits the Miz with a bro kick. Following this, LA Knight hits the BFT and covers for the 3. Your winner, LA Knight. Yeah. Commercial break. Back live with the Brawling Brutes and the OC in a screaming match backstage. Adam Pearce gets in between them and demands they go to the ring if they want to fight. Gallows and Anderson, as well as Butch and Ridge Holland, all leave the arena as a tag team match appears to be scheduled. We get a video package hyping up the SummerSlam match between Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, and after that, Butch and Ridge Holland makes their entrance for the upcoming tag team match. We go with commercial break. Butch and Ridge Holland versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. The match begins with Holland hitting Gallows with various strikes. Gallows hits a shoulder tackle and Holland goes to lift Gallows up, but Gallows stays on his feet and hits a running splash in the corner, and Anderson tags in. Holland hits a double underhook slam, and Butch tags in the match. Butch grabs Anderson's arm and snaps his fingers before stomping on Anderson's elbow on the mat. Butch locks in the armbar, but Anderson crawls to the corner to tag in Gallows, who gets in the ring and plants Butch with a power bomb. We go to commercial break. The match continues live with Anderson having Holland in a side headlock. Lockdown. Excuse me, sorry. On the mat. Holland is able to get to his feet, but Anderson sends him back down with a kick to the legs. Anderson taunts Holland while kicking him in the face. Holland gets to his feet and hits a big lariat before tagging Butch in. Butch hits a lariat and goes for a cover, but Gallows runs in to break it up, which causes Holland to enter the ring and hits a backdrop to Gallows. Butch hits Anderson with a enziguri, but the match is stopped by the Street Profits, dressed in full suits, running in the ring and taking out everyone, including Angelo Dawkins, hitting a huge powerbomb to Gallows. Butch runs in and Dawkins hits a shoulder tackle, launching Butch into Ford's arm, where Ford hits a back suplex. This spot looked incredible, and the crowd loudly cheers this new look for the Street Profits. The Street Profits are met at the top of the ramp by Bobby Lashley, who came out to support Dawkins and Ford's. The three pose at the top of the ramp as the crowd chants Lashley's name. Commercial break. SmackDown returns with Paul Heyman in the ring. Heyman says that this is not what Roman Reigns wanted. Heyman says if you want to place blame to what happened to Jimmy Uso, everyone can blame Jey Uso. Heyman says that the former right-hand man had pushed Roman Reigns to this, and that what happens to Jey tomorrow will be the fault of Roman Reigns. Heyman says Reigns will have no remorse and no regret as Reigns is entering a match called Tribal Combat. Heyman shows a video package that runs down the historical significance of the Tribal Combat to the Isles of Samoa. The video package features Rikishi Alpha discussing the significance of the Ala Fala worn by Samoan warriors. We go back to Paul Heyman, who says that Jey Uso will never be the tribal chief, and that the only spoiler he will give for tomorrow night. At this point, Heyman is interrupted by Jey, making his way down to the ring as Heyman looks distraught. Jey says that tomorrow night Tribal Combat is happening, but what Heyman forgot to mention that Jey is bringing passion, the spirit of the ancestors, his family, and that he will beat Roman Reigns and become new tribal chief. Guys, I have a feeling something's telling me Jey's going to lose. Following this, Solo Sikoa's music hits, and Sikoa then makes his way down to the ring. Heyman holds Sikoa back. Jey says Sikoa will always be his brother, and he will always forgive him. Jey says Reigns is telling Sikoa the same thing that he used to tell Jey. Heyman tries to dismiss what Jey is saying, but is stopped when he sees the look on Sikoa's face. Heyman tries to talk to Sikoa directly before Sikoa screams at Heyman to get out of the ring. Off the distraction, Jey hits Sikoa with a super kick that knocks him out of the ring. Jey Uso then leaves the ring and heads to the back. Austin Theory is interviewed backstage. Theory says that Santos Escobar injured his mentor, and that next week when he beats Escobar, he will dedicate his win to Rey Mysterio. But tonight he will crush Cameron Grimes' dreams. Commercial break. Austin Theory versus Cameron Grimes. The match begins with a lock-up. Theory hits a power slam and taunts Santos Escobar, who stands at the top of the ramp, being restrained by WWE officials. Off the distraction, Grimes hits a cave in and covers, but Theory's foot is on the ropes, forcing the break. Theory rolls out of the ring and Grimes hits a Topia Suicida, and then throws Theory into the barricade. Grimes throws Theory back in the ring and hits a flying crossbody. Grimes covers for a 2 count. Grimes hits a big power slam and covers, but Theory kicks out at 2 again. Theory goes for a crossbody, but it is caught in midair and hit with a big scoop slam. Grimes goes up top, but Theory hits the ropes to knock Grimes down. Theory hits the A-Town down and covers for the 3 count. Your winner, Austin Theory. After the match, Santos Escobar runs into the ring and hits Theory with a phantom driver. Commercial break. SmackDown returns with the ring set for the Grayson Waller effect. Waller plugs the SummerSlam Battle Royale presented by Slim Jim and welcomed his guests tonight, Bayley and EO Skye. As soon as the team gets in the ring, Bayley correctly tells Waller that Ding Dong Hello is a superior show. Waller asks Skye if she is going to cash in her Money in the Bank. Bayley answers the question and says none of these idiots deserve to know the strategy. Audio of Shotzi laughing is played and Bayley panics and goes to leave the ring. Waller laughs and makes it clear this was all a plan. Bayley denies that she was ever afraid, and then Shotzi's music hits and the tank rolls out as Bayley is now scared. As EO Skye runs out the ramp, it's apparent Shotzi is not on the tank. But Shotzi is in the ring, standing behind Bayley. Bayley tries to apologize before going for a punch that Shotzi counters and knocks Bayley to the mat. As EO Skye just stands at the top of the ramp, obelisk, I guess. Shotzi pulls out an electric shaver and chases Bayley through the crowd. The person in the tank reveals herself as EO Skye's opponent tonight, Zelina Vega. Commercial break. EO Skye versus Zelina Vega. SmackDown returns with this match already underway. A double lariat spot leaves both wrestlers down on the mat. They both get to their feet and trade forearm strikes before Vega slams Skye headfirst into the turnbuckles. Oh my God. Stop yawning. I know I'm tired, but I got a lot of shit to do today. Vega goes up top and hits a meteor. Vega then covers for a 2 count. Vega goes for a code red, but Skye breaks free and hits a backbreaker to Vega. Skye goes to the top rope, but gets distracted by Shotzi and Bayley fighting on top of the ramp. Vega takes advantage and hits a powerbomb, and Vega follows with a code red that gets Vega the 3 count. Your winner is Zelina Vega. We go to commercial break. We have our main event, Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa. Our main event begins with a lock up. Sikoa hits a shoulder tackle and follows with a headbutt. Sikoa tosses Jey out of the ring, and Sikoa slams his head off the announce table before clearing off the table. Sikoa goes to slam Jey through the table, but Jey breaks free and hits a super kick. Jey sliding back in the ring and hits Sikoa with a Topia Suicida. Commercial break. Our main event continues with live Sikoa hitting a huge uppercut followed by a Samoan drop. Sikoa goes for the Umaga Splash in the corner, but Jey gets out of the way. Jey hits a kick to the midsection, but his momentum is halted by a big lariat from Sikoa. Jey goes to the top rope and hits a flying crossbody. Jey goes for a corner splash, but Sikoa counters with a spinning heel kick. Sikoa goes for a Samoan spike, but Jey Uso ducks and hits a super kick. Sikoa hits a super kick of his own, but Jey bounces back and hits a spear. Jey goes up top, hits an Uso splash, and then Jey covers for 3. Your winner, Jey Uso. After the bell, Sikoa gets up and hits Jey from behind. Sikoa throws Jey out of the ring and grabs a chair. Jey super kicks the chair into Sikoa's face before grabbing the chair and hitting Sikoa multiple times with it. Jey knocks Sikoa over the barricade, and Jey Uso stands tall on the announce table as SmackDown goes off the air. That's it for this week's SmackDown. Let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you back here live tonight at whatever the time the show starts, here on this channel and over on my other main YouTube channel called Unstoppable Wrestling or Unstoppable Reactions. Wow, I can't speak right now. I'm unstoppable and I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.